No, we're not going to sing. Get demonetized before there's even any money. Like, what the fuck do I care? So, this movie, they couldn't afford the original song by the Mamas and the Papas, and so they had America. Remember America? Horse with No Name, Ventura Highway? Like, how much more California can you get than those guys? They re-recorded the song for... That's right. California Dreamin'. Look at that poster. Fuck, like it's right off the side of a van. State somewhere between fantasy and reality. It's kind of where we end up, isn't it? California Dreaming, Glynis O'Connor, Seymour Cassell, Dorothy Tristan, Dennis Christopher. We talked about him last week. John Calvin. Yeah, right there. Oh. Original soundtrack available on Casablanca Records and Tapes. Well, fuck. Might have to get on eBay and pick that up on vinyl. Okay. Rated R. I wouldn't throw that if it was better resolution. You probably couldn't tell here, but it was rather blurry. 1979. You know, 1979. I got friends that were born in 1979. I was 13. I turned 14 in 1979. I had a crush on Ricky Lee Jones, like any good red-blooded American boy. I'm reading her autobiography. Yeah, she wrote it. I'm reading her autobiography right now. Well, not right this second, but I'm in the midst of it. And, yeah. Never mind that Chuck E. guy. I was in love. Okay. Directed by John Hancock. I suspect that's not his real name. Starring Dennis Christopher, Seymour Cassell, pre-fame Tanya Roberts, and a noteworthy cover of the classic Mamas and Papas song. A year prior to his fantastic role in Fade to Black, Christopher stars as T.T., a wannabe beatnik from Chicago, who promised his dead brother he would take his trumpet, the brother's trumpet, to California and play for the ocean. T.T. arrives at a beachfront community. It turns out not Malibu. I can't remember the name of the place. I looked it up. It's all rich people now. But back then it was still kind of like the affordable beachfront community. Starts right in with his jazz speak, which has all the local California surfer dudes scratching their heads. A local mechanic sends him to Duke's, where he somehow befriends the middle-aged beach bum named, of course, Duke. That's Cassell. And Duke has a foxy daughter, Corky, who is leaving for college soon. Duke takes the kid in and listens to his brother's record. And yeah, he's impressed with his brother's record. And introduces TT to beach volleyball. They're at the beach. However, TT is like the ultimate square in his matchy green shorts and striped vacation shirt, black socks and brown loafers in the sand. The cool surfer dudes really yuck it up at hapless TT's expense, and Corky, she just rolls her eyes. With the help of Duke, TT is soon a little less laughable and becomes friends with one of the surfers, which leads to a string of drunken escapades, including losing his V in the back of a van. But the one thing he really wants, Corky, still sees TT as the same old square and isn't happy with the way TT is treating her dad now that he's in with the surfer dudes. He's kind of being a dick. You know, old man took him in and yeah, he's kind of being a jerk. There are a couple of backstories here. One with the bleach blonde surfer dude Rick, who has no plans in life, watching all of his friends get ready to go off to college or get married, and like he doesn't want to do any of that. He doesn't want to leave this all behind. What did I write here? No plans in life but to drink Olies and get laid. His poor girlfriend, played by Tanya Roberts, of course, wants more, but she's afraid to leave him because he's so popular. The other backstory is just a mechanic who was welded in his car for 6 weeks on a bet. This backstory is much more entertaining. Okay. Are we ready? I'm not going to give this one away because it's very much worth watching. Christopher is a little bit too dramatic in most cases, but that could have been the director. He didn't overdo it like this in Fade to Black. He was magnificent. And actually he was really good in this. It just seems a little overdone at times, especially the jazz speak. The surfers are believable. Rick struggling with his buds, getting married and going to college while he doesn't want to do jack shit. Frankly, that was me when I got out of high school. I didn't want to go on. I was having fun. In the end, this is a coming-of-age story with an end that kind of just God, it almost begs for a sequel, or remember at the end of Animal House when they wrapped up went the credits with where everybody is now? Well, I kind of wanted to know what happened to these folks. Where are they now? I guess we'll never know where they ended up. Unless I, Murph the Clown, write a script and make my own sequel to this. That's not very likely on my income. Four-Ring Circus. I highly recommend this one. I know it sounds like just another teenage movie, but it really was a whole lot more than that. So, Four Rings. Nothing? Okay. One more time. Okay. We're not going to be back next weekend. We are already working on our season finale. Yes, it's that time already. And yeah, so Sabrina and I are hard at work. doing some more shooting with her and some by myself. And yeah, we can get this thing in the can, and then I'll announce the date, probably around the 20th. So, if you liked what you saw, give us a thumbs up. If you hated it, give us a thumbs down. Leave some comments. Tell me if you're ready for the season finale. You sick of seeing my face every week? You need a break? I need a break. Percival needs a break.
You can be sure. I'm not going back under that bloody house again. I'll see you in Tahiti, mate.
Yeah. Tahiti.